everyone. Good to see you. I hope you're all having a good day. I'm assuming this mic is on the right thing. Hello. Anyway, good to see everybody here. I do see that Dave was in here about a half hour before we started, and he says, been with my wife for 10 years. Married for 10. You just, hi, who are you?
Hi.
Anyways, yes. Yeah, and they have 3, and they have an age gap of 22 years. See that? So Dave and his wife have an age gap of 22 years. Yeah, we gotta pour it down me.
No, I need more coffee.
Yeah, okay. He's tired because he did a 12-hour shift last night, and he has another 12 tonight, and so on. So he's tired, but he's been sleeping. He's going to be up we're going to stream for about an hour, and then he's going to have to head back to sleep. I do see that Nora has snuck into the house. Good to see you, Nora. Also, HCF Paranormal, nice to see you. And Dwayne, very nice to see all of you. And we'll get into the show notes here shortly. First off, I'm going to play Nora's specific button. Having a lack of thinking here. Yes, so here you go, Nora. There you go, Nora. And I do hope that you all feel very welcome. I do see that Anfield Road Layout in the Loft, aka Lee, is here in the house. Good to see you. Hi.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
You doing good?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing good.
He's doing great. Here, I'll play your RWC button for you. How's that?
Okay.
All right, so there you go. Now to start out the show, I want to let everybody know, I've said this before, this is my very first Christmas, and Ron here is trying to make it as special as possible since it's my first time ever celebrating Christmas. So if you want to be a part of that, be it just being here to celebrate with me, or you can also send gifts. Here is a P.O. box that you can send gifts, or you can send a card if you want to be a part of my very first Christmas. And I will post my PayPal into the stream here shortly, because that's another way if you want to be a part of the Christmas celebration, or if you want to be a part of other things that would pertain to PayPal. Now, I do have a video coming out shortly, still in regards to the Christmas thoughts. My first Kit Kat holiday cabin. Now, I know most people probably do a gingerbread house, but hey, Ron went the extra mile, and we both love chocolate, so he got me this, which was really fun. I actually did it today. I videotaped it today, so there will be a video coming out shortly showing that. And there's that guy.
Cheers.
Cheers. He's just waking up. All right, let's see what peoples are saying. Oh, yes, I released my piano video today.
Hello, Dwayne, Nora, Anfield.
All the people, hello. Yay! Right?
HCF, yep, yay.
and anybody that's lurking. Dwayne says, I saw your piano video. It reminded me of gospel piano and also Nicky Hopkins, a well-known British pianist, as much as I love that word, right? Who was a session musician and in the Jeff Beck group.
You're a pianist.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's a weird word. It's just too... Nothing.
Point down there. What's down there?
Oh!
Huh?
I don't know. Lots of color. Ooh. Lee, I think, is needing to go to bed because I know it's late for him. He says, night all, Merry Christmas, go fish, and Ron gotta go. Night all.
Good night, Lee.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming by, buddy.
Yes, I know it's late for Lee over there, so.
Yep.
It's very nice of you. Oh, that's what I was going to do. My brain forgot already for a second there, but I was going to post my, my PayPal link. In case anybody wants to do that just because, or if they want to be a part of some of the adventures I will be bringing up shortly.
Right.
And we will get into the nitty gritty of the thumbnail in a minute. Don't worry.
What nitty gritty?
Remember the thumbnail?
Oh, I'm leaving.
Really? You don't think it's going to work? Of course it's going to work. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh! You guess. What is that supposed to mean, huh? You gave up already?
No.
Oh. Just kidding. All right, I'm just going on my phone here. I'm just going to pin that. Pin the PayPal. I got to do that from my phone. Oh, yes. Replace it. Okay, there we go. Alrighty then. So the reason I put the PayPal is, like I said, this is my first Christmas. If you want to send even a couple dollars this way in regards to Christmas or for other reasons, you're more than welcome. And if not, just you being here is cherished greatly by both of us.
What?
Was that the chair? Or more?
No, that was me.
Puff the magic dragon in a different way. I don't know.
Yes, I fluffed in my chair.
You fluffed? Oh.
I passed the wind.
Oh.
I farted.
You fart. Do you get an award?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least I don't smell anything yet.
I get the Pepe Le Pew award.
There you go. All right. So just a couple other things to bring up before we get into the main topic of today. And then whatever else comes up in the chat, of course, is normal.
Well, there's a main topic.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know this. It's the topic is age gap and different countries, my dear. Remember? It's us.
Oh, you from China?
Sure.
Oh.
I'm from China.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Anyway, before we have more side things. All right, it's like pulling teeth out of this guy for us to figure out pricing. But for now, I'm just showing you what we have available. And shortly, hopefully, we'll find out what the pricing will be for these.
$100.
Oh, yeah, okay. Anyways, no way. I would say no.
So would I.
Yeah. Well, these represent our 4 channels, plus the TF is for the Toy Man and Fishy show. And then we also have mugs, and we're also going to get into doing some caps, too, like ball caps. Because I know this guy here, and a lot of people do like to wear caps. I do have one from North Dakota, I think it is. And it's a ball cap, and it has
Right.
stuff on it.
Yeah.
Stuff on it.
It's got stuff on it. Okay.
Did I say North Dakota? I mean South Dakota.
North, South Dakota. West
I got it from South Dakota from Mount Rushmore. There we go. Let's get our states right here. So yeah, so just keep in tuned, keep in whatever in the groove here, and I'll just keep bothering this guy until we get that figured out. But that is in the works. It's just getting it done. He's been extra busy at work. He's been doing 12-hour shifts. So, hi, Sunflowers. Good to see you.
Hello, sunflowers.
Yes. And just so everybody knows, my membership opportunity will be back, or our membership, I should say, because we're both involved with that. I mean, it might be just me or it might be both of us, depending on the day, if he needs more sleep and such. But it'll either just be just me and or him, depending, right?
Yeah.
We are not going to start this till January, and then just figure short term, because I'll be here till the beginning of May, end of April, beginning of May. So you can figure it'll be, so what, 4 or 5 months or something? 4 months. Probably figure about 4 months that we will do the membership, just a trial phase, and see how it goes while I'm here. And then there'll be a little pause, and then we'll start up again probably like a month later once I'm established back home and have internet and all the things. So, Gemma's Journey, good to see you.
Hello, Gemma.
So I'm going to play just a quick button showing you the 2 levels of the membership. Stay in tune for that too, for in regards to the costs, because there'll be 2 different costs. And then we'll be starting that in January, but we'll give you more details as time goes here.
As we figure something out.
Yeah. So we have like 2 weeks. In about 2 weeks, you'll know more. Right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. Or I will figure it out. If you... Oh my gosh. All right. Well, here's...
Well, gotta be funny.
I know. It's only a minute and a half long, so here you go. Watch this and see what's all included. Queen Bee, I do see her here. She liked and shared, so Queen Bee, stick around and I'll push the share button in about a minute and a half.
Yeah, thank you for liking and sharing there, Queen Bee. Appreciate that.
Yeah. So we'll be right back. So there you go. It's exciting stuff, so keep that in mind, okay?
Yep, there we go.
Like I say, that won't start until January because, you know, everybody here and for you guys too, busy. You know, we got the holidays and all the things, so we'll figure that out in the beginning of the new year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Queen Bee, share this out. I know she said she shared it on our community page, which if anybody here shares it out, please let us know. She has some physical therapy and stuff, but even if she's not here, we're still going to play the shared button because that was very nice of you to share this out.
There we go.
Yay! I just had one more little tidbit in regards to PayPal. If anybody does send $20 or more for Christmas or just because or whatever. And if you want, we will shout your name out, and I will also advertise your channel over the course of a couple streams.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that we can do right now. So let's keep that in mind.
Yeah, it looks like Queen Bee's birthday is on the 31st.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we haven't quite figured out what we're doing the 31st. I know we've debated about doing a stream, but we might actually just go do something on our own accord. Right? I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll see.
We go. No, never mind.
Go what?
I had an idea, but then I got thinking it'd probably be really busy that day. So,
Yeah.
like CN Tower and stuff, probably be really busy on the 31st, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go a different day. She likes the cute puppy in the raincoat. Oh, I'm glad.
Oh, there we go. Cool.
Yay! And also another thing I'll be promoting and starting in January, if anybody's interested, is being a life coach. I've had an experience of being in abuse for over 17 years. No, I'm not a licensed therapist or a physician, so if you need further help in that regards, definitely get that help. But I'm here with my life knowledge and able to be there for you with my own life experience and help. So in the new year, I will be figuring out, a low cost at first, because it's me just at the beginning of my journey of doing this. Like I say on here, especially for verbally abused women, but anyone welcome. I also deal with chronic illness, so I can relate to that with other people also. And it really doesn't matter. I mean, I'm here for you in whatever regards. So that's another program I am getting established. So keep that in mind. Like I say, I'm just starting out, so the cost will be a lot lower now than it will be in the future. And all I would ask in return really is, pay the low cost, of course, but then also leave a review, leave a valid review, a real, genuine review. Of course, I hope it's a positive one, but the most important thing is to have it truthful. Because I know if I was looking around, I want to look at the reviews and decide. It's kind of like reviews for a movie or anything, right? You go through the reviews and you decide. There's going to be good ones and bad ones and whatever, but as long as they're, true ones, that's what matters. That's kind of like a movie actually I just watched, and they had a lot of good reviews, right? They were like, oh, it's great. And I know everybody has different personalities and different interests.
Yeah.
But I found it to be pretty lame. They give you 5 or 6 stars you can give it?
In short term, she says it sucked.
It did. So it's like most people, 200 people watched it, and it had almost 100% ranking. And I was like, this is not that good. So I only gave it a 2 or a 3, because that's my honest opinion about it. Now, another person might have honestly thought it was great, or they just thought, whatever, I'll just give it a full thing and didn't even care. It does make a difference. You have to be honest to help other people decide on anything, be it as little as a movie or something more.
Yeah.
And you never know. Maybe one day I might get this as a tattoo on me, by the way.
Yeah, there's Fishy's new tattoo. Woohoo.
As you can see in my life coach, I do have that butterfly there too. A butterfly to me resembles flying free away from the abuse.
Well, you were all cocooned up, and now you're...
Yes, and this guy here is helping with that, so I can expand my wings. Hey, that's kind of cool. I'm just noticing my outfit today kind of matches the butterfly. Look,
Yeah, it does.
see my outfit? Look at the butterfly.
Expanding your wings. You even got earrings.
Yes, that's something else I was going to talk about. Look at this. I still got
knew
earrings.
that. That's why I mentioned it.
Yes, he was so kind. He knew I've been thinking about getting earrings now for a while now. And yeah, that was one of my early Christmas gifts, is an earring. An earring? No, I guess I got 2 earrings. Anyway, they're very pretty, diamond looking earrings. It's kind of hard to capture it on video, but I'm very happy.
There you go.
Yay!
She was a little nervous at first.
Well,
She
I
wasn't
was
sure if it was going to hurt her.
I was like, hold my hand.
I did.
Yep. But it was just fine. It was maybe like a pinch. And hello, Seth. Good to see you here.
Hi, Seth.
Yeah, Seth is here. But anyway, so it's been almost, well, it will be 3 weeks, I believe, on this Saturday, and they're doing really well. The only thing that I've noticed is sometimes, like yesterday, this ear here was so itchy. I wanted to scratch it like a puppy dog, but I didn't because I didn't want to rip out my earring or something. I did run out of the product they gave me. I don't know how long you're supposed to disinfect it. I think you're supposed to continue with something, right? I don't know. I'm new to earrings. But I ran out of the product within the first 2 weeks, so I've been using just some peroxide twice a day and still turning my earrings. Anyways, yesterday I did use the peroxide one extra time because it was so itchy, and you put the peroxide on, and that seemed to help simmer down the itching a little bit. Anyway, what else? What else was I going to show? Oh, well, I suppose I could talk about it now. He went outside for a moment to go do the puff puff. But did you know it's going to be Ron's birthday here shortly? That's right. Ron will be turning a whole 62 years old here on the 18th. I didn't give it to him yet. I'm sorry. Me and my mouth today. I got him a wonderful gift that he doesn't know about yet. Well, he knows I got him gifts, but he doesn't know what it is. And I also will be making him lasagna from scratch and also a vanilla cake covered with chocolate frosting, topped with chocolate-covered bananas. And also I'm thinking in the layers, like I'll put like some sort of banana pastry frosting or whatever in the layers. So yeah, I have a lot of cooking to do or baking. I will be starting the meat sauce for the lasagna probably tomorrow, so that's done ahead of time. And I will do the cakes tomorrow and then decorate and finish them off on Saturday. Now, his birthday's not till the 18th, but we are going to celebrate on Saturday, being that he doesn't work on Saturday. So keep your eyes peeled for a birthday stream, because we will be doing a birthday stream on the Toy Man's Bar and Grill, probably around 8 o'clock Eastern. You never know, we might show the food earlier or maybe take some videos. Where we plan to eat supper probably around 6 o'clock that day. So please keep that in mind, that he will be having his birthday shortly. Now, the weather here has been back and forth, I guess. Some days it's pretty warm for this time of year, really. It might be in the 40s or 50s, and other days it's pretty frigid where it gets down into the 30s, and I'm talking in Fahrenheit, of course. So, yeah. Oh, what else was I going to say? Oh, so well, I guess I'll have to see what it will be, but last I saw this weekend, it's supposed to get up to nearly 50 degrees, where within the last week it was like snowing, and there was snow on the table outside, and I drew snow in it. I believe that video will be coming out tomorrow, I think it was, or within the next couple days. Anyways, I have that video. I have a video going out like every day, and sometimes there'll be more than one video. There is another video that's been coming out every day that's a bonus one, and that has to do with my first countdown calendar. I've never done an Advent calendar, and so Ron was kind enough to get me an Advent calendar that I've been doing every day. So there is a shorts video that comes out at 5 o'clock, around 5 o'clock anyway. Sometimes it's give or take, but around 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern, there's a shorts showing every day, and today was the 14th day of doing that.
Gave me back.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
In regards.
Trio then.
What?
So we have a trio.
Oh, yes. We have a tree up. If anybody missed that, I did put out a video here within the last couple of days of me decorating it. There's a couple of videos, actually. There's a video showing us and him carrying it.
A little Miss Sneaky here with
Yeah.
the camera.
He didn't even know I was doing it until after. Anyway, yeah, he's just hauling it through, Home Depot and stuff, and I'm videotaping. Anyway, so there's a video showing us getting the tree, and then he like threw on some lights, and then I have a video of me putting on some ornaments and decoration. We might get some more stuff to put on the tree, but it's at least a good start. So.
Yep.
I also was able to go shopping here in the last week with my friend, so I could actually get his birthday gift and some Christmas gifts. So now apparently it's his turn at some point soon
Tomorrow,
for Christmas stuff.
Saturday, Sunday, all next week.
Oh, he's got it planned out.
Yep.
Yeah, is it still supposed to be like 50 degrees tomorrow, or don't
Well,
almost?
I was going to start, almost. I was going to start my Christmas shopping this week until I found out I had to work 12 hours.
Yeah, because you were planning to do it like yesterday or something.
Yeah, that all got put on the back burner. And RWC, she is questioning RWG. What's that? What's RWG?
I don't know. RWG.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So, okay. Annette says, random question. Do you have any kids? I need consulting about my kids, and I saw you were offering. Well, I can always, see what it is that you need, but mine would be more specifically was of your own, of what you're dealing with, let's see.
What are you looking for?
No, I was just looking for this button.
Oh.
More specifically, if it's verbal abuse or if you're dealing with a chronic illness or depression or things like that, where maybe I can be a listening ear, give you some wisdom. Maybe you're dealing with toxic people in your life type of thing. When you're talking about consulting about your kids, that might be more something for an actual therapist to deal with.
How you doing, Seth?
Hi. But anyways, it's good to see you here, Annetta.
Mm-hmm.
And, so now, I was telling them that your birthday is coming up, and I'll be baking cakes tomorrow. Baking cakes tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to make the meat sauce fry from the lasagna tomorrow. Some of the prep work. And, and then Saturday, we're going to party.
Yep.
Because you work on your birthday.
Yeah, I'll be working.
Yes. You'll be working. So here's the slide I made, see? You like that?
Yeah.
See? Birthday, and then there's the gift that I got you, and you're so excited, even though you don't even know what it is yet.
There you go.
I figure we can use that for the thumbnail for your... Ow. I guess I shouldn't hit my hand on the table.
No, you shouldn't.
Oh.
Square Table, what's going on? Good to see you,
Hi,
buddy.
Joey. Good to see you. Square Table.
And he says, cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I guess I got a cheers here. Cheers. I got some nice Canadian, or what's it say? I was gonna say Canadian dry. Are you dry?
I am now. I got no coffee.
Well, now we're getting down to the nitty gritty part of the,
How do we guys meet?
Yeah,
YouTube.
see? So there you go. You guys.
YouTube and some funny looking dude named Nora.
That sounds really weird to say a funny looking dude named Nora. That's really going to put people out for a spin. But anyways,
No,
yes.
he's not funny looking. I just had to throw that in.
If anybody here has questions in regards to how we met or any questions about age gap or different countries and all that, you're more than welcome. We will answer your questions as long as they're decent, of course. And, we get to have that decision, I guess would be the thought. How did we meet? Yeah, like he said, we met on YouTube. I actually got involved of YouTube here. I don't even know now. A handful of years ago, maybe like 5 years ago or so. I think maybe 6. Time flies. I'd have to look back and think about it. But a handful of years ago, I'll just say that I got involved with YouTube. And at first, it was just connecting with people that could offer things I could connect with. Like I have post-steroid orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, basically a chronic illness I deal with. So it was kind of cool to reach out or just watch videos of people that dealt with such. And then just cooking videos and educational videos. But eventually I stumbled across live streaming. And the first live stream channel that I came across was actually called the Simple Cooking Channel, which is a person that's from Australia. And hi, Scrapping, Hoarding, Tinkering Fun. Good to see you. Yeah, so anyway, that was the only live stream that I knew of, and he live streamed every day. And this guy has, I couldn't tell you exactly. I want to say it was like 1.6 million subscribers. There's something in the millions, okay, guys? Lots of subscribers. And he didn't always get a lot of people that showed up at the live streams, but I felt pretty honored where after a while he actually gave me a wrench to be in charge at his streams because he was very selective of who he gave wrenches to. Now, eventually, my site, I found other live streams, and basically Nora, we call him Nora, but his channel name is Northern Ohio Railroad Action, and just for short, for the initials, it's Nor, and he's here in the chat. He had rated one of the live streams that I was at, and I was the silly little fishy, I guess, that liked to go swimming back upstream to see who this person was, and then that's kind of how I met Nora. And then eventually, Nora introduced me to this crazy Canadian character, Toyman, aka Ron, or RWC Toyman at the time. That was the channel he was on, showing off his model trains. And so in a funny way, it's all Nora's fault that I met Ron. So that's how I met him, is basically I got involved with YouTube, live stream. Nora had came to another live stream, and then I went back to see his channel, and then we got talking, and then he introduced me to Ron. And then Ron and I at first were just acquaintances, then friends, and now we're more than friends, obviously. So at the moment, we might say boyfriend, girlfriend, we might say fiance. I'm kind of waiting for engagement ring to make that more official. We'll have a video, I'm sure, at some point about that, whenever this should happen. And we already have plans, wedding plans and such. No dates are set or anything yet, but we have been saying sometime in 2024 that we would, get married and have parties and such. And Sunflowers is asking when your birthday is. It is on the 18th of December, but we are celebrating it here on Saturday.
Yes.
Which is like the 16th or something, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're celebrating his birthday a couple days ahead of time. That's all. Oh, wait, who's Nora? So that is how I met Ron. So yeah, like I said, if anybody has any questions, go ahead. Otherwise, we'll just talk about it here and there about things because, everybody's going to have their own opinion about our decisions. But like Ron and I know, it depends. It's up to us if this is going to work or not. Nobody else can tear it apart. Everybody's going to have their own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Sunflower says, I have made a good lasagna before. My mommy taught me to make a spinach one. Yeah, spinach ones are good. I wasn't sure if this guy liked spinach or not, so I'm not doing a spinach one.
No, I don't like spinach. And hi, scrapping, quartering. How you doing?
You always butcher them, don't you?
What?
No, I don't know. I'm just being funny. And that says, that's cool that you met over YouTube. Yeah. Question, is Ron awake and can I hold his hand? Is that your question, Nora? Really?
No, Nora, you cannot hold my hand.
Can I hold your hand?
You can hold my hand.
Mwah! I get to hold his hand. I made Nora jealous.
And scrapping and quartering's birthday's on the 20th. What do you say? On the 28th? Yeah, on the 28th. Mine's the 28th.
Oh, so he's after Christmas.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So if anybody has questions, go ahead. Otherwise, if you're wondering, yes, I am 40 years old, and my husband-to-be is going to be 62 years old in a couple days.
I am not.
Yes, you are. So that would mean what? That most of the time, I guess we say we're like 21 years apart, but in a couple days from now, we'll be more like 22. It depends on how you look at it, huh? 20, because I'll be turning 41 in the spring. So it's not exactly 21 and it's not exactly 22. So I don't know. You get to pick which one, huh? Wash your hands first with sunflowers. What's the hardest thing about your relationship?
Getting out of bed.
That's your personal issue.
Oh,
That's
sorry,
nothing to do with
sorry.
a relationship. And then what's the age difference and everything? Well, the age difference then would be about a little less than 22 or more than 21. It depends on what we want to go with.
Depends how you look at it.
Yeah. I mean, we could say 22 and just call it even, huh?
Yeah, or we can just say 20 and be done with it.
Oh my gosh. Over 20 years.
Well, there you go.
What's the hardest thing about your relationship? I would say the hardest part of our relationship is just because we live in two different countries.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
I think that adds an added swirl to it. Because for anybody here that's not aware, I mean, most people here know this, but some might not. This guy right here, he's a Canadian. And me, I'm a USA and Yankee. Right?
Yankee Doodle went to town.
So we're about what? I live in Minnesota, and he lives here in London, Ontario,
13 and a half hours.
Canada. So it's over 13 hours apart. And it's not only that, because it's not just, okay, yes, we have the age gap, but we really don't notice that in our relationship, to tell you the truth. He doesn't act old. He doesn't treat me like his daughter, and I don't treat him like my dad or something weird like that. We forget about that we have an age gap.
Mm-hmm.
I do. So anyways, we both get along very well. So we forget about that part. I would say other people probably would have more problems with that than us, because see, he still likes listening to fun music and doing fun things. It's not like he went to this next chapter of having to wear old people clothes, I'll call it, and like doesn't want to have fun anymore. You didn't get to that stage yet, so
I'll never get to that stage, okay?
I hope not.
I still listen to my heavy metal music. I still play my drums.
He's
I
got
still play with trains.
Yeah, he plays with his trains. So anyway,
I still drive fast cars.
yeah, the inside of him is still very young.
Damn right.
No, but it didn't. But okay, this was a confusing thing for me, and this is before anything to do with a relationship with you. Is I thought, what is there a certain age we turn, and then all of a sudden we have to wear elastic and polyester and I don't know whatever people wear,
and then get grumpy.
get grumpy, and basically give up on life is what seems to happen. They unplug and they just get sad, and then they have a lot of health issues, and then they die. I don't know.
And to answer Sunflower's question, I'm having coffee.
Oh, coffee, yes.
Yes.
And so Annette, I hope that answered your question. Then we're over 21 years apart. I don't know. We haven't decided what we're going to say, I guess, but so yes, we do have a wide age gap. To tell you the truth, the only thing that bothers me about the age gap is not how he treats me. It's not what fun we have, because we have lots of fun together. The only thing that bothers me is because of the age gap is that maybe he won't be here sooner than me, if that makes sense. But we don't know. I do deal with health issues myself, or I could get ran over by a car and be gone before him. But I'm just saying, truthfully, that's the only thing that bothered me, is thinking that, well, because you're older than me, that I'd be alone sooner.
No.
So that's a pretty minor thing, really, because let's say I only have this much time with him, but it's really good quality time. That surpasses my 17 years of abuse anyways. I'm hoping that we have a long time together. But you see what I mean? It's the quality versus quantity, but hopefully we get both. We don't know. He could live to 100 for all I know.
I'm going to live forever.
Oh, okay. See? All right. So age gap, we did that. Oh, she's asking Nora how you met. But that's for Nora to answer.
Do you have a Canadian citizenship? No, not yet. We're going to be working on that.
Yeah, so no, I don't. No, there's some details he has to get figured out, hopefully sooner than later. And then we're debating, actually, we might actually do the marriage, just like a legal marriage. What do you call it? The courthouse or something? We'll probably just do a legal marriage thing, so it's legally get that ball going, and then do the green card, which is called a permanent residency, which is the same as a green card, right? Yeah. It's just how you want to term it in different countries, because back home I think they call it green card, here they call it permanent residency, or maybe it's interchangeable. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because we'll be traveling back and forth.
Yeah, so this is the thought, because I looked into it. I was going to start the green card now, even before that we're married. But from what I understand, if I start it now, at the status I am now, once him and I are legally married, I would have to start over because it's something majorly changed. Especially if I change my name, and, there's a lot of factors. So hopefully in the near future, we can legally get married, and then I can get the green card thing going, and then we'll do parties to celebrate. So we're not planning to have the marriage part. We're thinking we're going to do that legally behind, have a witness or whatever you need, witnesses, and that's it. But then we get to have parties later. So, and since we're from two different countries, we can have two parties, right? We'll have a Canadian party and then a USA party.
Oh.
See what I mean? Oh. He likes to party. He's just still waking up. And Mr. Jinx 97, nice to see you here. Mr. Jinx has been watching a lot of my videos lately, so thank you for that.
Thank you for supporting fishing.
Yeah, he's been very supportive. I appreciate that.
Terry's wood burning. How you doing, Terry?
Terry, how are you doing? I know he had surgery, right? That's the only thing that matters. Sharing all the good times you can. Exactly. Because none of us know what tomorrow is going to hold, no matter what age we are.
Yeah.
The world is a little crazy, and a lot of us could go for all we know, depending. I mean, we don't know. We don't know what tomorrow holds, be it a relationship or be it for our own life. If there's anything that you have been wanting to do, but you keep putting it off to tomorrow. If you can do it today, do it today, because you're not promised a tomorrow. If you want to write a book, start today.
Yeah, I can go to work and get eaten by a dinosaur.
Well, another thing I was thinking is, you know how some people, and nothing against anybody that's like that, some people are really, really, really like health conscious to the degree they won't put anything in their mouth that isn't like organic. It has to say organic, let's say. Yes, that's probably the best way to eat, but I'm not quite that rigid. But they're so afraid to have anything else. But then this is the thought. They're going to eat organic and they're going to live forever, but then they walk out and they get hit by a car. You know, just because you do one thing right doesn't mean you're guaranteed. Right. So, but the point is, take advantage now.
Yeah.
Okay. 17 years of abuse. Oh my, if you're okay with talking about it. If not, okay. I actually do have past live streams that I go more in depth of that. And I could put that in. Actually, I'll put the links to those. You remind me, okay?
Yeah, put the links to those.
I'll put the links to those live streams in the description when this live stream is over. Because I do go in depth of remember? Yeah. I went in depth about all that, which I'm not going to go in depth about it this live stream because it's going to be a shorter one because he needs some more sleep. But I do go in detail in, I think I had at least 2, maybe 3 of them where I go into it. The one is like basically my life story of what really happened. And then the other ones basically talks about how when I left the abuse, how other people came flying at me and being hurtful and abusive also. So basically, just in a nutshell for you to know, I was in 17 years of narcissistic verbal abuse and control. Like money and everything. And it was very hurtful words. It got to a point where I wanted to be all gone, right? And I probably, at this point, would have been all gone if God hadn't answered my prayers, because I had been asking, please, I wanted help, but I felt so stuck and depressed and sad and wanted to be all gone and tried to be all gone. Thankfully, that didn't work out because I'm still here. Anyways, but then...
Yeah, sure.
And as time went, YouTube actually, this will sound silly, YouTube saved me. Okay, it's not YouTube, but it's the people I met through YouTube. Because before I met Ron, I met Nora and other people, and they were there, and they helped to bring me up. But the most of it was this guy right here, and he still is. So, yeah. So, yes, elope. No, I don't think it's called elope, but I was just thinking, we're thinking about legally getting the marriage part done, and then we can do basically like a reception or a fun part in maybe both countries. For sure back home. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever we decide at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can have parties without marriage, yes. But the reason that we're legally wanting to get married is because, I guess I should explain this part, it does help with the permanent residency for both countries. You still have to go through all the hoops. There's probably costs and all the things. But if you have a family member in the opposite country that you're trying to go to, that does help because that's your sponsor. So if we get married, then we're family, and then that's why that helps that out. Otherwise, I wouldn't care really if I was legally married or not. To tell you the truth, my previous...
Like Buddy or Custom says, because you're crossing the border a lot, going back and forth, and they stand and look at you a little bit closer.
Right,
You're crossing the border a lot. What's going on? Why are you going back and forth?
But I wouldn't have to get married for that. I would have to at least do the green card.
Yeah.
But to do the green card, it's just easier to do it if it's legal marriage. And I don't know. It's just, there's benefits to doing so. right? Otherwise, it wouldn't matter as much. My ex was actually technically we were common law married, so I was used to not being legal. If that makes sense. So it would have been fine, but because we have two different countries, it would be more beneficial to us. Okay. Yes, we can always have parties. Okay. Yep. Nora met Toyman in the model railroad community. Oh yeah. Anytime, Fishy. It's Mr. J, and I'll always be around. Oh, that's right, Mr. J. That's how he likes to be called.
Hello, lovely Lisa. How you
Lovely
doing?
Lisa. Good to see you. Oh, she's making Jimmy Dean's balls. Speaking of balls, I got a ball out of my advent calendar today. It was very yummy. I ate a ball. It was chocolate.
I'm not sure what she's doing with Jimmy Jean's balls, but what the hell?
No, she's making Jimmy Jean's balls.
Oh, I'm sorry that he lost his pair.
Yeah. Well, I've been getting several pairs of balls out of that calendar. So anyway, so mostly in regards to our age gap, I've actually been surprised that I haven't heard more flack because people get in their minds what's normal and what's not normal. And if it's anything to the side of that, then they get, I don't know, upset about it, I guess. But most people have been either just quiet about it or okay with it. Now, a lot of people that we know that we interact with more often are people on YouTube, I would say. And they already kind of know the story and they're used to it and they think we make a good couple. Now, people like my family and friends back home, they're newer at getting to know this. I mean, he met a bunch of my relatives before we came back here.
Yeah.
So it sounds like most of them, I think, are accepting him, but it doesn't matter if they want to accept him or not, because that's not going to change our relationship. That just shows us who and who isn't going to be in our life, I guess. But so far, it's been pretty good, but everybody gets to make that choice, Yeah, I just wrote down here as a note that some people don't think it'll work, and they frown when they see that the age gap is over 20 years, because we do have an over 20-year age gap between us. I have heard it from family, friends, and strangers of the negative thought. Not very many, though. It's very, very slim. But truly, like I say, it's a very small percentage. Most either accept it or they're just quiet about it. So, because I've been doing that lately, like reaching out to people. They ask what's going on. Like I'm talking in regards to like friends and family back home. Mm-hmm. And I basically, I'm going to be truthful. So I say, hey, yeah, I'm in Canada. I'm with my boyfriend. I'm, not with or divorced from my divorced, I say, right, from the ex and all that. And then some people, a lot of people, most people are happy because I knew I was in a bad place. And then there's a small percentage that will sail into me and be mean because they don't like that change. Or maybe they're having a bad time in their own life, so they're going to sail into me. I don't know.
They're probably having a bad time in their own life, and it doesn't help when they belong to a cult.
Well, some people have that where they're having a bad time or they're stuck and they're not moving on in their life. Yeah. And then they get upset or jealous that, wow, she actually did it. I'm not. And then they have a pity party and then they blow up and throw it in my face, right? That's basically what's happening some of the time, I believe. But yeah, like I was, hold on a second. Oh. But here, I was just going to say that for us, not only do we have a huge age gap, but we also live in two different countries. So, we're not just going to go for one. We're going to go for it all. And our plan is to show the world that if love is for real and you get along and it's meant to be, there can be a lot of hurdles, but you can get past those hurdles. Scrapping says, funny how people accept an age-appropriate abuser, but not a good person because they're older. I like that. That is a good one.
Yeah, I do.
Because that's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my ex was older than me, but a lot closer in age, I guess, than you. A better example would be my one sister that was also in abuse, and believe they were basically the same age, and he was horrible to her, similar to my ex. So that tells me it doesn't matter if they're the same age, if they're younger, if they're older, if they're way older. There's good and bad. There are good and bad people. Another thing that people frown upon, I've just thought of this, is because I met him online. And when I say that I met him online and on YouTube, people right away are like, oh, you're talking to somebody online? They like instantly think it's going to be a bad person. They're going to come get you and they're going to cut you up and put you in a bag, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, there's some crazy killer out there looking for you.
Now, granted, you need to be careful.
Yeah, yes, you do.
And just because he's online doesn't mean he's going to abuse me or hurt me or kill me. No. Well, look, my ex, I met him locally, and he was very abusive. Another thing is we had, I guess you could say technically we had a criminal on our doorstep at one point because he had a record, and him and his wife or somebody was next door like stealing from the neighbors. We didn't know it at the time, but afterwards found out, and it's like, yeah, that's somebody not from the internet. There are good, and what I'm trying to say is there's good and bad people, be it in your present world where you're living or on the internet. There's going to be good and bad, and you have to use your common sense. Like, for example, with Ron. I've known him for over 3 years now. And it wasn't like, okay, yes, I know there was the big C word and all that happened, and that stalled some of me being able to meet him in person and such right away. But still, we wouldn't have probably done that right away because you have to get to know somebody. And at first, we were just acquaintances and friends, like I said. And then either way, even if we stayed as friends, we probably would have wanted to meet each other. But what I think was very gentleman of him and very smart of him is that once, well, it'd be about a year ago now when he was able to come my way. He came my way, is my point. Yeah, he came my way. He didn't say, hey, come to Canada. And I'm going to and then that'd be more leery, right? Versus, no, that's a big thing though. He came my way, made sure I was comfortable, showed me that he's not going to be some weirdo. And then he asked if, then we talked about me coming this way.
You got a point there, Scrappy.
Oh, did he have something?
There.
How do we know you're not gonna bag and take Ron? Go from fishy to, oh yeah.
To a barracuda.
You never know. Fishy, did it jiggle? What? Did it jiggle? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'm lost there too.
You can never tell who you'll love and connect with. It shouldn't matter if you're happy. That's all that matters. Yes, yeah. And yeah, we're very happy. We're figuring out things. In any relationship, you are going to have a little bit of this at times, which
ups, downs, a little friction here and there. But
that's normal.
Yeah. And
we've had our times, but we've gotten through. And the big thing is respect of one another and communication. And never to feel stuck ever again. And he's actually the one that's actually very much made sure I know that too. Because I felt very stuck in my other relationship. But he said even with him, not to put up with garbage basically, or vice versa. Neither one of us should put up with garbage with either one of us, right? No. But I'm just talking from my point of view that, I was programmed to be submissive in the lower one, the weaker vessel, and I felt very stuck, and he's in abuse and all that. He's like, no, don't ever let that ever happen again. And you even said, not even me, trying to emphasize that no matter who it is, no, don't ever let that happen. Stand up for yourself.
Exactly.
And I want to say hi to Maria. Good to see you here, Maria.
Good to see you.
And Sunflower says, the thing about age gap is that people freak out. You won't have anything in common, different generations and such. True. But you know what's interesting? I have a lot more in common with this guy than I did with my ex. The reason I bring that up is just to show that, like you say, age is not going to factor that necessarily that people fear, because Ron and I are almost 22 years apart, and my ex and I were closer in age, and yeah, I had no say, there was no communication.
There was no money.
There was, yeah, until like the end, we was trying to like buy me back or something, but there was still allowance kind of thing. But anyway, anyway, what I'm trying to say is we clashed. Like, it was his way or the highway, and if I enjoyed doing something, he made sure not to appreciate it. Like if I played piano, I was so happy I got a song going, and he'd be like, "Oh, you missed a note." He had to find something negative, it felt like, all the time. And I don't know. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
There is things that are called love scams that are out there playing with people's hearts and only want to do them harm and ask for money. Careful with online dating. I was a victim. Well, I think you have fallen upon that a little bit in the past, where you were, well, I'm speaking for you, but wasn't it that you were just trying to help somebody out, and it ends up that they're trying to basically clean you out of money, and that wasn't quite the deal. So you do have to be careful, no matter if it's for love or if it's for just helping somebody out.
Hello, Building with the Boys is here. How you doing? Good to see you.
Here, lovely Lisa says, true gentleman. Yeah, that's that guy there. Keep it up, honey.
Where? I don't see him.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Two couples are still together. Yeah, you just have to be careful. Like with YouTube, and hi, Building with the Boys, by the way. And Maria.
Share this out.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing this out, Maria. Appreciate that.
I'll play the button here shortly. But the nice thing with YouTube, I guess, is I got to see him. I saw him, I know exactly what he looks like because he had the camera on. It wasn't like it's a fake picture or something.
Yeah.
I basically got to see him how he was. Now, I have to say that, in my opinion, he has changed some since I first saw him, but he's doing himself good. Part of it, I know he's doing out of respect of me because he wants to keep me in his life, but he's also cleaning it up for himself, or I hope that's what he's doing. Because if you don't do it for yourself, it's not right, and it won't maybe stick. But I'm just saying that you've cleaned yourself up in regards to how you conduct yourself, like on streams and stuff, and that's a good thing. Yeah, people like that.
Yeah, I have to watch my potty mouth.
He's been a lot better. All right.
Unless I'm streaming on my channel.
Well, you still...
that's different.
Yeah, well, you're still careful, though.
No way.
I'm not talking, like, swear words and stuff.
Oh, shit, really? Oh, okay.
On your channel.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking, the gutter talk. That got a lot better. Because he knows that, I don't know, there have been other people that didn't appreciate it when they came to your channel.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't appreciate it. And if he wants to keep me, he's got to find that balance, if it's worth it or not, because he has to live his life too. So if that was more important, then maybe I'd have to swim away, because you have to live your life too. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So now this is for Maria. Maria, thank you for sharing this out. If anybody else shared this out, please let us know, and we'll share this button with you too.
Oops, wrong button.
Well, I don't know. It does that if you click it twice. Building with the Boys says, you are a very cute couple and you deserve to be happy. Aw, that was really nice to say.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Going from a bottom to a, what? To a top, eh?
Going from the bottom to the top, eh?
Oh, in regards to you cleaning up, is that what he's talking? Yeah. So you were at the bottom and the
Yeah.
like gutter under the gutter, and now he's glistening and much better, more of a Prince Charming. Yes. When my brothers asked me how did I meet friends, I told them via YouTube. He made a face. It's the modern way to meet people, my closest friends. Well, see, when you say, like, even me, if I say not only that I met people online, but I met them on YouTube. See, okay, I was talking to my friend Jojo here the other day, and she understands this too because she said, oh yeah, I met these people on YouTube, and people look at you like, what? They don't understand because a lot of people, you'd go there to learn, I don't know, crocheting or cooking, whatever, and then you're done. You don't understand that you can actually, I don't know, you could email them, or if they do live streams, and you get to actually meet people.
A lot of people think YouTube is for crazy people.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just thinking most people don't know how you can. Well, because people are confused. Like, how can you meet people? Like, they just think it's videos and you don't talk to the people.
Well, you do when you live stream.
And I wouldn't know that at the beginning either.
So,
you
there
know,
we go. We're all humans.
Did you know that for a couple of years, or a few years ago now, that they used to have like a YouTube Messenger thing?
Yeah. You remember what the church said? You got to be careful of these people that are on YouTube. Meanwhile, here's the church that's got its own YouTube channel.
Well, it might not be necessarily. Well, yeah, there was. Well, there was a person at the church who didn't like YouTube because apparently their nephew or son or somebody did something naughty on YouTube and got away with it a little bit, where this person likes Facebook. And I'm thinking,
Facebook's worse than YouTube.
Well, you can't blame the platform.
No, I know.
That was the person that made a mistake. And if YouTube wasn't able to catch it in time, you can't blame that. That's just silly.
Yep.
Because you can have good and bad anything. I know Twitter can be really bad. There's some stuff on there that I don't appreciate. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Some platforms seem to put up with more than others.
Yeah.
Which isn't cool because it's a temptation to some people.
Right.
Men and women, whatever. It's not good. I was going to say you two seem like soulmates. Age. Oh, that's what she's saying. You two seem like soulmates, and age doesn't factor in. I know a beautiful couple, 23 years age difference, and they have so much more in common than they did with their previous. Yeah, that's same with us. I don't know. I would say with your past ones too. Wouldn't that be similar thought?
Similar thought, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I would think so. Well, I don't know.
Well,
I think so.
I don't know. You play piano, I play drums. We both like music.
I think we're because
we both like to cook.
For sometimes for some people at the beginning of a marriage, it may seem like you click for some people, but then you find out down the road of what things you aren't connected on together. And I think now for us, even at the beginning of our journey, I think we have a lot more that we can do together and in common than any of our past.
Right.
Wouldn't you say that's true?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, my past is basically one person, so.
One-sided.
What?
It was one-sided.
Always one-sided, yes.
Yes.
And I know you have a little bit more experience than me in that department, and you may have got along with these people at first, but I think you and I still excel more things we can do together than that. That's what you had said anyway, right? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, that's all past stuff. It doesn't matter, even if he did. But from what we talked about, it sounds like I think him and I do have more in common than anybody that we have met in the past.
We get to be crazy.
Be it friends or relationships or whatever. Yeah, we get to do a lot of things together. Well, we have a lot of similar things. We both like to be goofy. Does that count?
Yeah.
We both do YouTube. I know that could come and go, but that is something we both do right now. We both enjoy doing instruments. We both like to cook. We even have similar foods that we enjoy that other people don't. We both enjoy green olives. We both enjoy black licorice. And those are some odd ones, especially the black licorice.
Oh.
And that's okay. Your phone died. That happens. All my closest friends are from YouTube. I had to spend a long time weeding out bad folks. Yeah, it takes time. I fixed my comment, but you put up the one with the error. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Well, yeah, see on StreamYards it doesn't go away.
Yeah.
So that's why. Do I like Minnesota or Canada more? Well, I don't know if there's necessarily one I like better. There's pros and cons to both. Like, okay,
Well, there's no difference in scenery. It's all the same scenery.
Yeah, I mean, there's some of the politics are different, obviously, and
Oh, that's for sure.
and then other little glitches here that I guess I don't like that you can't just go into a grocery store and they just have bags there for you. You have to remember to bring your own darn bags, or you're gonna have to pay for bags or have arms full of groceries. I find that very annoying, but that's just me, I guess. Also, I'm talking here in Canada. It's something different. That's not going to make me like or not like Canada,
Well, we
but
used
it's
to
annoying.
have bags, but it's the idiot that we have running the country who's on a plastic bag. The retard in Ottawa.
Oh, okay. So, and then, yeah, just me. I do like to be able to have the availability of a bathroom because sometimes I need it when we're out and about. And so that's something else I noticed around here is a lot of bathrooms. If there's a bathroom available, a lot of times they are locked, which is very inconvenient. I'm not used to that because back home, you can walk into a gas station, a store, and they got bathrooms galore. Hey, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it.
And to all the different countries around the world, stop electing morons to run your country because look what happened to ours. The morons.
And because of this wonderful person you're talking about, we have paper straws here.
Yeah.
So there's little nuances like that, but no, in regards to the country itself, no, it's a beautiful place. It makes me feel like I'm still in the States. It does not feel like I'm in a different country. The only reason I know I am is because I had to go through the border and figure out all that. Like the first time around, because it was my first time going to a different country, and I stayed here for 5 months the first round. I don't currently have a job. My first time with my passport. I did have a visa for the first time for the 5 months.
Yeah.
Now, the second round, we actually ended up with the same border patrol person, and he does his job well. I mean, he does it well. He was thorough, and I understand why he has to go through all the things, but he's polite. Wouldn't you say? He's polite but thorough.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing his job.
Yeah.
But because thankfully we had the same one the second time around, he already knew the story, and he knew that, well, that's another thing. I had to get a traveler's health insurance also last time and this time, just in case I happen to need to go to the doctor, then I'm covered because I'm, it's only right. I'm not a citizen here. I don't pay taxes here. So I need to cover my own butt just in case, which he helped me with, of course. But anyways, what I'm trying to get at is this round, I'm here just with my passport, and basically I can be here for up to 6 months. And as long as I don't jeopardize that, everything will be fine. But in the near future, I do need to get going on that green card, or, it might raise some red flags just because there's other people that try to take advantage of other countries, their healthcare or taxes or something, which is not my point. I'm not trying to do anything wrong. I just want to spend time with my boyfriend, but I do need to figure out some of the legality stuff if I want to be here longer again after this round, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say I like Minnesota more, maybe only in regards because that's where I grew up and that's where all my family and friends are. But I'm okay here, though, too, because then I get to be with this guy, who's my family, too, of course. Seth is not interested in dating. I want to work on myself. Oh, he's going to work on himself. That's good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So, and you never know, because Minnesota does get cold in the winter and stuff. So maybe in the future, maybe on the state side, maybe I'll end up somewhere else. Maybe I'll be crazy like my friend Lost for Words and go to North Carolina. Just trying to think, where is it?
Don't get
You never know.
north or south, doesn't matter.
Yeah, somewhere over there maybe.
Mhm.
For me, it depends on what kind of bugs you got to deal with, because I don't mind bugs. I'm not scared of bugs. I can squish bugs, whatever.
I just have to deal with hurricanes every once in a while. So.
Well, no, my concern is
Tropical storms.
where I live in Minnesota, I don't have to worry about poisonous snakes and spiders. It's very slim. You can have a poisonous spider, maybe, but it's very unheard of. Where you go elsewhere when it gets warmer and you got poisonous critters that want to get you. Sometimes. Hi, CR. Good to see you.
CR's in the house. What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, just so you know, CR, I've tried messaging you. I don't know. You're just not on Hangouts no more, but that's fine. If that's your choice, I miss chatting with you. I know we have some other friends that have chosen to not chat anymore on there either, and that's fine. We all get choice in life.
Mm-hmm. We do.
So you mentioned that you have a chronic disease. Would you like to talk about it? If not, that's okay. Well, like I say, it's called post-dural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. And it's called, or in short, we call it POTS. And then basically I've had it all my life. It's worse under stress. So it got really bad when I was under the abuse. So not only do you have the mental trauma and feeling about this big and getting depressed and wanting to die, but then the stress also makes my syndrome worse, which means that I pass out. And then why I would pass out is because my heart rate gets really high and my blood pressure gets really low, and then I pass out. And then there's just other effects from all that too. Digestive issues. I do have a gallbladder. My gallbladder has been a lot better now, but gallbladder is like a side effect also.
Mm-hmm.
I actually talked about that more in full, I think on my other channel, Fishy Flying Free, which Nightbot just posted right here. So if you go there, I know I talk more about POTS syndrome over there. And no, I don't mind talking about the verbal abuse and the chronic illness. I would like to make awareness to people about these things.
Oh, yeah.
And if anybody here or anybody that happens to watch this, if you are in an abusive situation, you're not alone. That was something else. I felt like I was the only one that was dealing with that craziness. At first I thought it was me, because of course he, my ex, would tell me it's just me because you're sensitive and you're...
Well, remember what he said to you. If you just see it my way, things will go better.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wouldn't any of us think that, though? Kinda. We all have our own minds, but usually we might have a strong opinion about something, but most of the time we might give or take, depending what it is, right? But it shouldn't always be one person's way, and that's it.
Exactly.
So, anyway, I don't know. Where was I going with that? My brain fell off.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know where we're going with that. No. It'll come back to you eventually.
Maybe.
When the stream's all done.
Yeah.
That's normally what happens, right?
Yeah.
You
Well,
think of something, and then all of a sudden you end the stream, and it's like, oh, now I think of it. There you go. Right?
yeah. Well, I was just thinking that that's why I'm offering the coaching thing. It's more so towards somebody who's dealing with maybe chronic illness or verbal abuse, because I've been there, and I figure, I've dealt with over 17 years of an actual being in a relationship with verbal abuse, and I could, anybody out there that's dealing with that, Oh, I think I was saying I felt very alone. That you're not alone. But anyway, I could either be bitter about that and be like, I wasted almost 20 years of being abused and just be negative and mad about it. Or I can use that to my benefit to help others. I love helping others. I'm empathetic. I want to be able to help others. You know? And so instead of using that 17 years as a negative, I want to use that as benefit for somebody else to know.
Yeah.
For my knowledge of you're not alone. It's not your fault. It's just some people out there are programmed a little different. They're not nice. It's actually worse than physical abuse. Mental abuse is worse because it stays with you. I'm still processing through things. A lot better than I was, though. Right, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Sorry, I just read the question.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm laughing about.
Okay, well, yes and no. Would you like to elaborate?
Well, kinda and not. You know, basically I sat in his driveway while he came home in my car, and he drove right on by me as Fishy's getting in the car. And I said to her, you know, there's something wrong with this guy. I said, wouldn't you find it strange all of a sudden you see a strange car you never seen before sitting in your driveway and your so-called wife is getting in the car? Wouldn't you kind of block that car and find out what's going on before you drive right on by?
Yeah, see, he's the type that he has a lot to say, but I think when it comes to scary situations, he doesn't have much balls to stand up to it.
Right, so apparently I scared him so much he threatened to have me arrested for trespassing.
Well, that was later. He talked to
Yeah.
somebody, and
Yeah.
then he texted me, and it was a roundabout way of.
Yeah.
It was typing.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
No,
Stuff.
he doesn't really. I really don't care and want to meet him because he probably wouldn't like what I had to say.
Did anything good come out of the 17 years? I do believe that being through things like that does give you knowledge and character. Like, not saying it's good to go through it, but I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't go through it, and maybe I'd be in a worse spot. I don't know. I'm not saying it was great, but there's always positives out of anything, and I've gained a lot of knowledge from it. Like I say, that I want to pass on and help other people with.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not all waste, and that's why I want to do, if anybody's interested, that's why I want to offer the program, because that way you could say my suffering won't be in vain, I think would be the term, right? It's just knowledge that I can pass on and try to help other people. Because, yeah, when you're in it, you feel stuck, this is how I felt. I felt stuck, lonely, depressed, very worthless, wanted to die, felt like I was all alone.
Yeah. And of course, a lot of abusive men like to turn things into their way and make it look like they're the victims.
Oh yes, he's the victim now.
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
the victim.
Because that's what happens too. And I had read books and stuff, which helped me when I did get out, and listen to other people that were in it, and that helped me a lot because I already was aware that he would go to victim mode. I was already aware that the church we were going to would turn on me. And I was already aware there was going to be friends and family that I thought were my friends and family that would turn on me. And that's exactly what happened with some of the people. The church did turn on me and kick me out. I lost my job there. I had a job at the church as a janitor. I lost my job over it. I had a person that I was friends with for almost 20 years that she's not my friend anymore because she said, unless you give a change of heart and go back to him, said that a personality shouldn't be a reason to divorce. And it's like, that's not a personality. That's abuse.
He's a control freak.
People don't understand it. I had wished that he would punch me physically because, see, I deal with different things that are internal, they're invisible. The verbal abuse is you get all kinds of punches and cuts and all kinds of stuff going on inside you that can affect you physically and mentally. And people don't see it, so they don't believe it. Same with my syndrome. I can have some really bad days, and just because they don't see it, they don't believe you.
You know, they say bones and bruises can heal, but verbal abuse scars you for the rest of your life.
Yeah, because of it, I probably will never be 100% back to where I was, but I should be able to get very far.
Okay, I'm going outside for a bit.
Okay.
Probably bed.
Yeah, I know. It'll be wrapping up here pretty soon.
Okay.
So no, Annette, he hasn't like directly talked to him thus far. No. So yeah. So yeah, it was a long time, but you know, my first part of my life was different, but it does build character. I mean, how I was raised. I'm the oldest of 8 kids, and how I was raised was a little bit different than the last part of the kids, but that goes for any family. And some of how they raised me was a little bit, maybe not a little bit severe and not quite right. So it really started about 40 years ago. It really started, but you know, I'm not upset with my parents either because they did the best that they could do, and overall, they're great parents. My mom taught me a lot of things. She taught me how to cook from scratch. We were raised on a farm. I was homeschooled. My mom took a lot of time to homeschool. If you could change anything with your last marriage or whatever it was, what would it be? Well, I felt very stuck because of the Christianity religion that I was in. And I'm still a Christian, but in that mindset of Christianity, I felt stuck. Even though we weren't legally married, we were married under God, common law, which was still just as legit in our eyes. And I was basically raised that you don't divorce for anything. Like there's pretty much no way to get out of it, right? And so you're supposed to submit and obey your husband no matter what, because they're the head. Okay, Toy Man. So even if they're a brat to you, you're just supposed to stick with it. And so what I'm trying to say, looking back, if I didn't feel stuck, I would have left that relationship within the first 2 weeks of being with him. Because after getting married to him, I say married because it's common law, I found out, well, I was very confused, but I found out that I married a monster, basically. Now, I'm not saying we never had good times. I mean, and sometimes I think in my mind I made it that we were having good times. There was a lot of tears pretty much every weekend. He is a truck driver, so I got a little bit of a break during the week. But I know it came to a time where I thought maybe things were better because he wasn't really nitpicking and tearing me apart. And when I was happier because I thought things were better. And then when I came to my ex asking, he said, "No, you're so bad. I just don't talk about it at all," kind of thing. And that's not word for word, but it was something like that. And so that really made me feel like a failure. Yeah, so that's what I would have changed that. But everything's meant to be, I believe, in life. And I think, I don't know, maybe I needed to go through that for some reason, be it for myself or for others. And I don't know, maybe if I hadn't been in that for 17 years, maybe I wouldn't have met Ron. And maybe Ron is who I was supposed to meet at this point in my life. You know, if I only would have stayed for 2 weeks or something, maybe I would have ended up with somebody worse. Or who knows, right? We don't know. We don't understand all the things in life. We only know so much. Fishy, there are a lot of people that try to convince people to not get into a long-distance romantic relationship. How did you and Ron make it work? In my experience, people complain they never work. Well, on that note, I have to be right back. I have to go use the ladies' room. But I will get on that when I come back, okay? I'm going to put on a video for you all just for a moment. Sorry, I got to pee like a Russian racehorse, and I don't think you want to see it here.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me make it, they don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines.
I'm back! Yeah, I had to go pee really bad. Sorry about that. I hope you enjoyed that, though. That video is supposed to talk about roadblocks, right? It's a lot of things is in our mind. We have a choice. I know that when I was in that abuse, I did get to a very negative mind for a long while there. And I was just bitter and upset about everything. And then not that it changed everything, but I did decide that, no, I'm going to start looking for the positives. And that helped heaps, even being in the abuse. If you can look for the positives, no matter how small they may seem, it will help. Because my ex decided to come home and look for the negatives, and he'll always find the negatives. I even told him that. But if he came home looking for the positives, he'll find the positives. We all get that choice. Now, sometimes the damage of the relationship's too great to stay in it, but we still have that choice, be it in the relationship or not, to how we're thinking. All right. So Sunflower says, Fishy, there are a lot of people that are convinced, not that the long distance romantic relationship won't work, right? And like Ron had stated, call communication, that's how it works. He, I have to say, out of everybody I ever known, be it even, like I say, my ex was like basically the only person that was more than a friend, right? But even as friends, a lot of people you can go for a long time without communicating, right?
I'm good.
So, you might hear from a month later or a day later or a week later. What I'm trying to say is that's one of the positives with him, especially with a long distance relationship. He's really fast at communication, be it a phone call, text, messenger, or something, or message, I mean. The only time I wouldn't hear back from right away is for some reason if he had his data off, I suppose, on his phone. He's driving. I mean, data off is pretty slim, but driving, sleeping, working maybe. But usually at work, he'll have a moment. And if it's something urgent, he'll stop and check in on me. Because that was very symptomatic back home. So if he didn't hear from me, he would call, and he didn't give up either. He's very persistent. He made sure he got through at some point. My pastor said that the valid reasons of divorce are the AAA's abuse, absence, and adultery. Oh, I see. It stands for AAA. Abuse. But see, the problem is with verbal abuse, they don't always want to classify that as abuse.
Abuse is abuse, no matter how you slice it.
If I was physically abused, I'm sure they would have been on my side and got to me help. But because it was verbal, that's a sneaky abuse. It's horrible. You're like, yeah. Kind of like I have like two invisible things that were happening. The verbal abuse, and they're not invisible, but invisible to a lot of people that don't want to see it, I guess, or don't understand it.
Yeah.
My abuse and the chronic illness. Because the chronic illness comparison would be, I did have broken bones at 10 years into the marriage after a cow jumped me and all that. People then saw my hurt. I had literally had a cast on. And you know what? They believed me that I was hurting. Oh, you're hurting. Because they could see it. But it's like, okay, you haven't seen my other hurts, but you see this hurt.
Yeah, you see that hurt and that hurt, and Dum there after the cow jumps her, doesn't take her to the hospital right away, tells her to walk it off.
Yeah, well, that, and also said
Really?
I didn't have broken bones because I could wiggle my toes, but that's not, it was the fact I had 2 broken bones.
Yeah.
Anyway,
see, I would have taken her to the hospital right away.
Yeah, I know you would have.
Yeah.
Submit to your husband, he'll be one worthy of it, and good man of God. Somewhere. Did you say 8 kids? Yes, I'm the oldest of 8 kids. I have 7 siblings underneath me. Yes. Okay, so you have to go at the top of the hour. Well, we'll be going here shortly anyways. We're just kind of wrapping up now. I was raised a lot different from my brothers because I was a girl.
Oh, hunting and stuff, J&J.
Oh, good to see you. Yeah, he just put out a video. It was a good one. You should watch it.
I'm going to have to check that video out.
Yeah, I don't know. I know I say this every time, but I'm just so happy for him. I don't know how long you've been following him, but he really changed his channel. I am so happy for him. He's done so good.
There you go.
Because he basically was with another crowd, and I think that's why his channel wasn't as shiny as it could have been in the past, but he's really cleaned it up, and it's, yeah, I don't know. I know there's lots of channels here, and there's lots of good things going on, but that one really stands out, because it went to the degree that basically I wasn't really wanting to go to his channel anymore, and now I do, because he's completely turned it around. Kane Henry is here.
Hello, Kane Henry. What's going on? How you doing? Good to see you. You got a button push?
I do. How did you know?
Mm.
It's in the other room, I think.
Oh,
I think I put the wolf in the other room.
Oh, the wolf.
Makes me wonder.
Me too.
Oh. Negative mindset sucks. What helps to stay positive is to surround yourself with positive people. So anyways, yeah. So we're just kind of wrapping up now because he does need some more sleep.
Yeah.
Typically we do at least a 2-hour, but because of the 12-hour shifts, we're going to have to cut this a little shorter. Just in ending, I was just want to bring to your attention. I mean, I have a lot of videos going out, and there's different kinds of videos. I put out a music video today, a lot of Christmassy stuff, and so on. But if you ever, I don't know, if there's videos that I put out or topics that I put out that you like better than others, let me know. Or if you want me to talk more about certain topics, like, I don't know, our relationship or my past abuse, or you know what I mean? If there's certain topics that you would rather hear, let us know or let me know, because otherwise I'm not going to know, other than maybe by the numbers. I can look at the views, but that doesn't always mean, you know, that's what you want to see. Because there's lots of things that we can do as a couple or individually. Another thing is, stay tuned, because I've been talking to a couple of people of maybe doing some collabs. So we'll probably do some collab live streams, or they may be in video form depending on time frame and stuff. So anyway, if anybody ever has questions, be it if you're connected with us behind the scenes, you can ask us there or in our next stream. We'll be doing a birthday stream on Saturday on Toyman's Bar and Grill.
Yeah, around 8 o'clock.
Around 8 o'clock
Eastern
Eastern.
Standard.
And that's this guy right here, Toyman's Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
Wrong room. So keep in mind of that, because his birthday. Look for this thumbnail, because this is probably be the thumbnail he'll have on it. That's what I was thinking anyway.
Boy, that's what I was thinking too.
I was putting this together while he was sleeping today, and it took a little while to put it together. It's like, I hope he likes it, because I think that would make a perfect thumbnail.
Yeah, looks cool.
Okay, well, we'll set up the stream with that then. All right.
Right. I'm going to bed.
And I am going to say good night.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming.
But before we go, remember this for each and every one of you. Always remember to look for the positives, no matter how small they may seem. And always remember to smile each and every day. And yeah, with that, I'm just going to find my closing. Ooh, I got trains too. Anyways, I'm looking for... Wrong way. Videos are this way.
Oops.
Yeah, is that funny?
Is that right? You sure? You sure? Are you sure?
I'm looking. Outro's right there. All right.
There we go. Okay.
So, yes, everybody take care. And like I say, keep your eyes peeled, because we have birthday parties coming up, more Christmas fun. I have shorts videos going out every day. I will be, offering my source, if anybody would like that, as a life coach, and so on and so forth. So we got to go now, though.
See ya.
Bye.